Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the Monday workshops. And today we have with us Sister Shiva Sneha, right? So she has a very interesting background. Baba's children come from a different wide range of background at the deep experience, right? And in a way, if you see Brahmin family represents the whole humanity to some extent. Everything that you can find in the world, you'll find part of it within our family, right? So today we get to see the different flavor of Brahmin family today and how we transform, right? So before we go further, I would like to just give a little context so that you can take the most out of the session, right? So one of the main things, so most of you have been coming to the Murli sessions and following the path of Raj Yoga, right? And today morning we had this beautiful Murli by Baba, right? So Baba was talking more about tough times are going to come, and the way to get through those is you got to use your treasures. And the treasures are your Gyan, Yoga, and Dharana, right? And it's a deep experiment, deep exercise that we need to do to make this transformation. And that is where family comes handy. And Baba uses Brahmin family to bring the transformation within us, right? So when we look at the transformation, our colleagues, our siblings are going through, so then we pick up the transformation that they have made and absorb into ourselves. It is much more easy. If you actually see even the child, their learning curve is so steep. And the technique that they use to accelerate in their learning curve is just absorb whatever is the behaviors, whatever is the changes, whatever it is. They just look and just absorb into themselves. They imitate and absorb into ourselves, right? They get colored much more faster than the grown-ups, right? And today's session is one of such sessions wherein we can pick up, right? One of the brother pair was sharing in today's session is the biggest defect is the way to look at the defects of others. That is the biggest defect. If you keep looking at the defects of others, that ability itself is a big defect. Defects of all defects. And in the same way, opposite of that, especially in Brahmin family, we always say there is something called Guna Grahak, right? Those are the ones who accelerate faster in this path, in this journey, right? And it is the fast way, and it is an easy way too to accelerate. So when we allow ourselves to be colored, when we listen to others, and that's when we go much further. Yeah. So without any further ado, I would like to invite Sister Sneha. She has been on this path for over a decade, and she made a fast transformation from, you can see the polarities of where she came from and then where she is right now, and the lifestyle changes that she has made. Okay. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Sister Sneha.
Shanti to all. I welcome all my Brahmin family. After a long time, we are seeing each other. I would say we know each other since a long time, 5,000 years before. But in this drama, we met today. Thank you, Baba, for inviting me to share my experience with all the good souls who have joined here. I belong to a Gujarati family, basically, and I'm an Indian. And my family was very devotional. Like I belong to such a devotional family. Since childhood, we learned about bhakti, following God, and then, different versions of Indian culture, like celebration of festival in a different way, then celebration of family, togetherness, and whatnot. But in this journey, when I was studying and I had a good circle of friends, and I used to enjoy my life like anything. And I used to go to parties, I was very fashionable. I never used to go out without makeup and without the matching dress up. And I used to wear contact lens because I never wanted people to know that I have a specs. And I was enjoying life. I used to go for movies. I used to eat outside, and I used to be awake up to night, 2 o'clock, and then get up at 7:30. And at the same time, I was studying also. I did a lot of post graduation. I am a self-made person, I would say. But always at the back of my mind, I always had that why I have come to this world. And I never wanted my original identity to go somewhere. And in this context, from childhood, when I used to see my parents, I used to see many other couples, and I used to think that why people get married and what is the purpose and where I stand in that. And then I used to realize that when one gets married, then the label changes. You become a wife, then you become a mother, you become bahu, and there are a lot of labels, uncle and auntie and whatnot. And in this process, I lose myself as a Neha. And that used to always bother me. And I used to worship Lord Shiva when I was not in Gyan also. And I always had that in mind. And I used to tell Lord Shiva that I don't want to get married. And somehow, although I was from Gujarati family, I could convince my parents, and then they allowed me to do what I wanted to do in my life. So I was engaged in a job. I used to take tuitions. I used to do further studies and many things. 10, 11 years before, somebody told me that B.K. Shivani speaks very nicely on these channels. But at the same time, I never wanted to listen to anyone because I always had in mind that I know God. I am devotee. I follow God. I do a lot of tapasya. I do a lot of vrat, fastings as per the Indian culture. So why I need to find somebody else? And one fine evening, I was just walking down on the street nearby my area, and I saw the board of Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga Center. And then I thought, let me just go and find out what is happening here. And I went inside with the back of my mind that I will do some, yoga, and I will have some fitness of the body. So this was always at the back of my mind. And I went inside, and the teacher said, okay, just now nobody is there. We will, get you to the course, but it will take some time. And after 8 days, somebody called me from that center that, are you interested to learn Raj Yoga? And I had a lot of conditions even then. Since I was working, I told them that I cannot come at this time. If you want me to teach, then you have to adjust to my timings. And the brother who had called me, he adjusted himself and he started giving me the course. Now I had in mind that I will be doing some body fitness. And the brother first day started with the lesson like we have ABCD in any school. So he started with A. A for Atma, you are a soul. And like I was wondering that what this has to do with this body fitness. But I was still keeping a bit patient, and I was waiting for a brother to say something more. Then he started saying many things about the soul. And, my first lesson started. Then next day, first day, nothing happened. I just listened to him and I came back. Because I never wanted to even go into the realization that what he taught, because I wanted to do the body fitness. Second day I went, then again some other lesson started and I didn't get much out of it. And I came back again. And then I thought, okay, I don't want to go at all. But at the same time, the courtesy within me woke up and said, okay, you did this much, try 1 or more 2 days and go. So third day when I went there, I found myself, because the chapter was drama, and there was a logic I could find. I could find myself into that logic. In 5,000 years drama, I could find myself. And that really picked me up. Something woken up in me. And whole day after the class, after the course was over, whole day I was thinking that how in Indian culture, Indian rituals or Indian lectures or the granthas and Vedas and Shastras, they talk about 84 lakh births. And they talk about taking a lot of births in different yonis. And this person is saying that you are taking only 84 births. He is giving all the calculations. And of course, I am from the accounts background, and the maths and the statistics is my favorite subject. I could find that what it makes sense. It makes sense. And that day, little bit, I was curious to go next day. And then 1, 2 more chapters started. And then again, there was a chapter on 8 powers of soul. That again made me into the realization and the churning. And I found that this is a very helping thing in life. Although I didn't understand, I couldn't put it into practice, or I didn't know much, but something I gathered. Later on, again the chapter for the dharana came, where there are 4 pillars of dharnas, and one of the thing was the food habits. And that time again I resisted, and I told the brother who was giving me course that this I cannot do it. This is not my cup of tea, as I stay alone and I am a very, very food lover, and I don't want to make cooking at odd times after I come back home. And I said, this is not my cup of tea. And I literally told him that I will not come from tomorrow. 1 minute, the brother also was looking at me. He was staring. And suddenly he started talking that, look, it's okay if you don't want to change anything. This is just a organization system, the studies what we are conducting, and we have to give this lesson to you, and that's why we are doing. It is not, there is no compulsion that you have to be like this, you have to follow, but at least you come for a few days and see if you like something, then you decide. Fortunately, I was blessed that it was the month of November 2010. And most of the time, there is a Baba's season, Baba's meetings are there. And 15th November 2010, that is today, again in drama, 15th November, first time I heard Baba on screen. And people who were there already, they were talking about that, something will happen here, then somebody will come and somebody will do this. So, depending on that, I had a vision in mind that some senior people will come, with the shawl and all, and they will preach something. Then when I went in the class to see Baba Milan, first I saw brother Suraj Bhai. And then I thought, okay, so this brother is going to talk. And then I listened to him, although I couldn't get any word out of it, because that was the first time I was listening something very, very heavy and the high elevated level of talk. After some time, there was some songs were going on, and suddenly Dadiji came. I was not even knowing the name of Dadiji, and she came and she took the seat, and then again the song started, and suddenly there was a jerk in her. And at that time, even I got some jerk in my body. And after some time, she started giving drishti. And very soon, she started talking, today, Bap Dada. So something blocked in my ears. And I found this is the sound. I was in search. And I felt that this cannot be a normal human being. Something else, some power is there. And I listened to whole Murli, although couldn't understand much, but the whole night I couldn't sleep because that noise was always there. Today, Bap Dada. That was continuously in my ears. And I found myself with some different type of energy. And I felt that I need to go and meet the brother again today. So I again went in. I met the brother who took the course, and I explained him, I narrated him what I undergone previous day. Brother just smiled at me and he said, "Ki, you try some more days, you come in the class and you see what more you can get." And as I said, I was from a very different culture. So I went into the class, with all the makeup and with a lot of ornaments on the body. And I went in the class. As soon as I entered in the class, everybody was looking at me stunningly. And I was taken up for a few seconds that why people are staring at me as somebody, odd has come in the class. After the class, I again spoke to the brother who taught me, and I told him that why people were looking at me like this. So he said, don't worry about all those things. You just focus on the class when you come and try to note down some points. So I started going in the class, and then after a few days, I started going from the back door of the class so that, people don't give me the look what I got on the first day. And my journey started. Then after a few days, I heard a song which is in Hindi. जाने क्या देखा मुझ में, मुझे प्यार कर लिया. So like what God looks at me, that he fallen in love with me. This is the English translation if I, make it. And I started crying and crying. Naturally, the tears are coming out. Because I got into the feeling that why God has selected me, why he is after me. And this song is so meaningful that जाने क्या देखा मुझ में, what God saw in me. And I was quiet and breathless for some time, and I was stand still for a few minutes. Then at that night, I was just sitting and I was just concentrating, trying to churn again that what God saw in me. And the answer I got that there is something I have to do in life. And there is a special purpose, what always I wanted to find, that why I am here. And maybe that is the reason I am selected by God. And a lot of things started in my mind. That same night, I couldn't sleep again. And next day morning, I went into the center. Then I was in Baba's room. And again, the powerful drashti and the power I felt from, coming from Brahma Baba's eyes. And suddenly I saw that Baba is smiling, Brahma Baba, and I am able to see his teeth. And he was smiling, smiling, and smiling. Like, how we smile with each other. So he started smiling the same way. I was scared also for a few minutes that there is something wrong with me because I have not slept at night. Something is wrong. And this started, frequently this started happening with me. Whenever I used to sit in Baba's room, he used to smile. Then sometimes he used to, pull his eyebrows up, like, how are you? I used to, started linking those things with his expression. After a few days, I was churning, give some points of body consciousness because the Baba's Hindi language is very high to digest. And I was, after 10th standard, I had never read any Hindi thing, nor I have written anything in Hindi. So, when I started after many years, so that Hindi words were also so heavy, I was not able to understand many things. So one day I was sitting and I was churning that what is this body consciousness? Like Baba says, ke de bhan, and Baba says that from body conscious, you have to go to the soul conscious. From de bhan to dehi abhiman. And the first point came in my mind that the contact lens, what I am wearing, is a body consciousness. I immediately went to the doctor and I told him that I don't want to have this contact lenses. I want to wear specs. Almost 35 years he was telling me to wear specs. I never followed his directions. And suddenly I was, very panicked to switch over to specs. So he was also wondering that what has happened to you. And I switch over to specs. Then about my food habits, suddenly something happened and I stopped having kanda and onions and garlic. Then I started, become very simple. I was not doing makeup. Then because I had started realizing that this is all body consciousness. This is an artificial thing I am applying. And one day, that was around 22nd December 2010. For my job duty, I was posted at my factory, which is very far. From Bombay, it takes around 4.5 hours to go. And after 1.5 months of attending daily class, suddenly I am going. I was asked to go to factory suddenly at night. I was restless in the morning that I am not able to talk anything with Baba. I am not listening Murli. So something started happening in my heart. And I traveled and then I went somewhere with my colleague. I asked my colleague that, do you know any Brahma Kumari center nearby? He says, no, madam, I'm listening for the first time this name. So I was like, now where I will get the, something about Murli. And we started for our work on his bike. And at certain point, at juncture, there was a heavy traffic. So he said, okay, we'll go from other way. And the time he just took the turn, there was a board, Raj Yoga Meditation Center. Before I could react, my colleague reacted, "Arey, madam, this is your center, what you were looking for." And after finishing the work what I had in hand, I went to the center and I rang the doorbell. I pressed the doorbell. One time I pressed, second time, nobody is opening. So I was talking to Baba that nobody is opening the door. And suddenly thing came that, Baba, you don't want to meet me? Immediately somebody opened the door. And the sister said, I gave my introduction that I am from Bombay. And today's Murli, I want to just listen some few words from you. And I want to meet Baba. So I went inside, I sat in the Baba's room. I told Baba, thank you. And then that sister, she read the Murli question and the dharana points and the blessings and slogan. And then she offered me good toli. So I was very happy that I found Baba. And I was more happy that, the uncomfort level I had in mind that today how I will listen to Murli or I will miss Baba. So Baba made a point to meet me through some instrument. And the time I left from the center, I was about to go to the bus return back to Mumbai. Suddenly the thing came in my mind that, Baba, why this sister is not giving me Murli in hand so that I can read when I travel in the bus. And I just shifted I just took a turn little bit. And the sister said, okay, wait for a minute. You take this Murli with you. And here I recorded that I can talk to God. This was a very small experience, but that gave me so much of weightage. And the feeling was very different. If you ask your parents to give this, and when the parent gives, so children, how happy they become. So that was the state of mind at that point. And I was so happy and thrilled when I came back home. And I was again and again telling thank you to Baba. Later on, the journey started, Then the January month came, the Avyakta Maas, how, where the 18 days you do a lot of tapasya, then maintain silence. And the 18 January 2011, that was the first day of me getting the blessing from Baba. Normally, because that's a special festival we have in Brahma Kumaris. So I was the last person to get the blessing on that day. And just the last 2-3 people were there. The blessing cards which was printed got over. So I was again what is happening? And the sister who was there, she wrote something on the paper and then she put a chit on the blessing card box or the bowl she had. 2-3 people also went, because last 4 were there. So 3 people already took the blessing, what she had written already. And I was the last one, and there was only one blessing left. I had no choice, definitely. So I took up the chit, and the blessing was, you are like Brahma Baba all round in this drama. Your part is all round in this drama. I didn't understand a bit, a single word in that. But the teacher, she was very happy that you are so lucky to get this blessing, first blessing, 18 January 2011. And after some time, I started attending the class. So my food habits totally changed. I started cooking at home. My outside eating was stopped. And I don't know how that all happened, but that time I felt that Baba is magician. He has, taken me to the bottle, and now he has fixed the lock. And I started having a lot of feeling and connections with Baba. Then, like how, small child talks to the parents, I started talking with Baba. Because that was this Baba's season. So I asked teacher that I want to go and meet Baba. They said, Kare, you have just come. We have some rules and the regulations that after 6 or 8 months only you can go and meet Baba. So that, you are at that level where you can understand things and you can get things from Baba. But whenever I used to sit in meditation in Baba's room, I always used to tell him that, look, now, what you did, I don't know. But I have changed suddenly. And a lot of people are saying, okay, what you have done to yourself. So I don't know what is going to happen next. But in the journey, if I, suddenly die, then I will die with that thought that I couldn't see you. I couldn't meet you the way you normally meet to people. And I will not have such experience. And this was the continuous talk I used to, have with Baba whenever I used to sit in meditation. Suddenly in the month of February, so I think 4th February 2011, something came in my mind, and I went to the jeweler and I made one, this ring of Baba. Just for my satisfaction, because I like to wear rings. So I went and I made this ring first. 9 February 2011, again I was at my factory and there was something was going on there. Some function was there. And I wore this finger ring on that day because that was my parents' wedding anniversary too on that day. And again, in the evening, I went nearby place to search the class because the center I had gone in Silvassa, where my factory is there, that sister has said, okay, nearby your factory, there is a Khanvel, that is a place in Gujarat, in Dadra Nagar Haveli, that there is a center there also. So I said, okay, now the time has come that I have to go to the class and I will listen to Murli. So I went into the class. First I didn't know even the place where the class is. So I was in search of that, again with my colleague. I asked 3, 4, 5 people. They said, okay, we don't know there is any class here. Then that colleague who was there, he asked me, okay, madam, what should we do now? So I told him that you drop me somewhere. I will see if I find, and then I take a rickshaw and I'll go to the hotel. And suddenly I told him that you take in this direction. We'll go and see whether this is the last time we will check. Otherwise, then I'll return back to hotel. And there was a one big store where, it's written Jagdamba store. And I just went to inquire inside, and I asked that whether any nearby some Brahma Kumari classes are going on. There was one lady, she turned at me, okay, why you want to know? So I said, okay, I want to attend the class. So she said, yes, I have come here to take keys of that class. So this is the second or third experience. I realized that Baba is taking my care, and Baba is able to connect to me. What I need, he knows. And that time I realized that Baba is a good companion. So my relationship was magician before, bit converted as a companion. And there further, when I went there, a lot of things happened, and they made me to read Murli, because somebody had not come, somebody didn't get the classes, and somebody don't know even to read. It was a very small place where only 10-15 people can sit, and that was only 8 students were there. Very, very small class at Khanville. And I was in full color dress, and they said, "Arey, abhi aaj aap Murli padh lo. So you read the Murli today." And I was like, I don't know. But still, they forced me since I was from Bombay. So, and I knew reading. So I started reading Murli. I don't know, but I'm sure that the Murli was read by Baba, not by me. Because after the class, everybody gathered near me, and they says, "Arey, what nicely you have explained this Murli. We have never heard this before." And there was a mark on my face. And they started asking, "Arey, how many years you are into Gyan? 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, So I was speechless, because I was just 3 to 4 months old child of Baba. And this is the journey started. And the same day, next day when that was the 9th February 2011, 10th February 2011, I got a call from my center that one of the teacher has cancelled the ticket for Baba Milan, and you can go in her ticket for Baba Milan. I was so thrilled, and I could connect that when I took this ring in my hand, Baba has given me some promise, or I have given some promise to Baba, and Baba is calling me to meet. I got a feeling that somebody gets engaged. So how you feel? So I could connect that. And that was the Valentine time, February 2011. 16th February 2011, I met Baba. And 14th February, Valentine Day, I was in Madhuban, in Baba's room. I was talking to him continuously that, look, you are coming on 16th to meet me, and you have something special for me. So I know that you are able to, get connected with me. And 16, lot of things happened. The day started, and then I am from Parla Center, so business and industry wing people were there, and they gave me that you come, they gave some passes that you can sit here. And then after some time, they offered that you still can go further and sit. And we went. Me and my roommates were there, so we all went, and so I was just waiting when Baba comes and what Baba is going to tell me. And like Baba came, Baba started, and the first time I am seeing Baba on the stage in Madhuban. So the surrounding, I found a lot of things, I felt like I'm somewhere else. Me and Baba, bas we two are there. Nobody, I couldn't hear anybody's noise. I couldn't feel anybody around me. And like Baba says, no, you have to be bodiless. I think that was the feeling I had, that I realized after a long, long time, because that time I couldn't feel that. But after many months, I realized that was the bodiless stage Baba made me. And Baba said something special, that today, first time who has come, Baba is celebrating their birthday in this Brahmin family. And I was like, oh, this is for me. Because I told Baba that you have to do something special for me. And Baba did. And that is how, my journey started. Transformation was easy. I started surrendering myself to Baba. I started listening everyday's versions, and I started applying in my life. And with this background, my office where I work, I am a head of the department accounts, and accounts is a very tedious kind of a job where, you have to keep a lot of account for everything. And I used to get stressed up before coming here, and I used to, get irritated, and sometimes I used to fight with people because they are not doing work, and very frustrated with a lot of stress. And slowly, I started realizing, and I started transforming myself. Because the more I started looking inside, I started coming out with the inner beauty of soul, love, passion, then patience, peace, purity, and lot of power. Slowly, I, started applying those virtues in my life. And I started connecting Baba with everything. Like morning, I get up, I tell Baba, okay, Baba, let's have tea now. It's a tea time. Then again, I ask Baba, Baba, you have for breakfast or for tiffin? So I started continuously talking to Baba. When I go out of the house, I tell Baba, okay, Baba, see you after 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Till that time, you be alone and take rest. After 10 o'clock, I will come and I will talk to you. And then after 10, when I sit, I used to talk to Baba for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So actually, I feel that I have never put any efforts with Baba just because I surrender myself. I started following his directions, and I started cherishing the relationship. Things started happening. And I am very fortunate, very, very fortunate that I was not married till I came to Baba. And that was by choice, not by force. And now people feel, those who know me, that because you are Brahma Kumari, you are not married. But that is not the case. Because the more I started connecting with Baba, I started getting my original identities. Like I'm not, the application form we write, what is your name? So I used to write Neha. But then Baba said, okay, you are soul. Then second, you have to write the name of parents. So I used to write Arvind, my father's name. But now I know my father is Lord Shiva, Shiv Baba. Mother is Mama. In that application form, you have to fill your temporary address and permanent address. So temporary address where I stay in Andheri, Bombay. But permanent address is Paramdham. What is my occupation? I am a head of the department, but Baba told me that your occupation, you have to do something good for the society. You have to do godly service. That is my occupation. So I was able to relate this ID card. And more I started getting connected with Baba. And after few months, in I think 7th September 2011, one day I was just sitting in the class, and sister was just sharing the experience about Jagdish Bhai, that how he got the title of Sanjay, and he wrote so many books in Yakya. And I started writing something. That's the first time I wrote one poetry, which was very unique. And after that, every day during the class, I started writing poetry. Then the Murli I started writing in a poetry form. Then I started writing the drama and skits, and suddenly something started coming out of me. Every day, just I used to take pen in hand, something used to come out. So that was another different experience Baba gave me. Slowly, I started taking classes. And then, I stay in Andheri, and my job is very far, 1.5 hours I have to travel to town, South Mumbai side. And then I got connected to Kolaba Center. That was the first center in Mumbai, connected to first center in Mumbai, Waterloo. I think a lot of people must be knowing. And it is very near, close by Babulnath. And there I started getting connected. And then I came to know that the Dadi who was there was Pushpa Shanta Dadi. And she is one of the Ashtaratan. And then this is the motherland, lot of Maharathis were coming in this class, like Nirvair Bhai, then Shiru Didi, then Gita Behan, Vedanti Behan, Chandrika Behan. And I was like, oh, so lucky I am that Baba has placed me, God connected me to this center. And actually my upliftment started from there. Because their sister started giving me variety of godly services. And a lot of things then started happening. And today what I am, that is all the blessings from the Kolaba Center, where, the lot of Maharathis were coming and they have their vibrations there. And I got lot of learning from there. And I always feel that I got so much of lift by Baba. So Baba says, no, although you are late in this drama, you are never late. Baba gives you sufficient time to uplift you. Baba gives time, and I have experienced this. So my connection with Baba became very strong bonding. Now, after this, I started doing a lot of godly seva and other things. But what about my own efforts? So I started doing a lot of creative type of efforts and the easy type of efforts, which I would definitely like to share. That how, because all of you, those who are there, are all selected by God. Your names are in the diary of God. So we are very lucky. People are struggling, to get one eye from the God, one look from God. And I feel that God is, Shiv Baba is taking 24 hours, his camera is on me. He knows what I am doing. He knows what I need. And he keeps things ready for me. I slowly started feeling that. So what I am going to do, for a few seconds, I am going to take you to some nice experience of Baba. What you all feel that where is Baba? Where is Baba? He is up. He is in heart. He is in mind. Where is Baba? So what I would say, Baba is just 1 foot above. So I want everybody to keep the hands here. Just 1 foot above you, just 1 foot. Yeah. And then you start doing this, like we do massage on the head. Slowly, you feel Baba. You feel the energy. You feel something is there. Some magnet. There is one song we have, Mere Sang Sang Chalte Hai Baba in Hindi. So I started creating the exercise into this. Mere sang sang chalte Baba. Mere sang sang chalte Baba. Do, it's very joyful. Mere sang sang chalte Baba. Mere sang sang chalte Baba. Now, जैसे गगन में चाँद चलता है उनकी किरणों की छाया में, उनकी किरणों की छाया में. So Baba is just here. Again, feel Baba. Feel Baba is here. Wherever I am going, like, sun and moon walks with us, Baba is walking with me. Can you do again? And can you feel Baba? मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग. Feel the vibrations. So, whenever you are stressed, Baba. Second, when we are confused or, when we feel that we need to talk to someone, what I have done in my mobile, I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 number, as Shiv Baba. As Shiv Baba. So, whenever I'm confused or I feel like talking to someone, I dial Shiv Baba. You know, so I don't need to talk to anyone. I talk to Baba. And that few moments, you know, you are connected to Baba. What more do we want in life? This is the second easy tips of, connecting yourself to Baba I follow. Third thing now, when somebody is telling you something, when you feel hurt, when somebody is telling you, "Arey, you are not looking good, you are not doing this way, you are not very proper," something like that. And we get into the feeling, right? Little bit we get taken away in some feeling. And at that point, I ask myself, I am a feeling Devi or I am going to become Lakshmi Maharani? Am I feeling Devi? No. Baba has not chosen me for making me feeling Devi. I am going to become a deity. I am powerful. I am Shiv Shakti. And immediately, your mood changes. Correct? When you ask yourself, are you feeling Devi or you are Shiv Shakti? What the inner voice will come out? I am Shiv Shakti. And you will be able to fight to the situation. Next thing, I am just sharing small experiences which will help you, how we can daily routine also we get connected to Baba. Then, like I said, I am a head of the department accounts. So a lot of challenges come in accounts department. And secondly, definitely, management also wants that, we do our work perfect. And sometimes some mess up happens because of some miscommunication or misunderstanding or lower team has not performed properly. So he will call me, Neha, please come. So the voice which is coming out, I can understand that there is a lot of shouting he is going to give me. And on my desk, I have Brahma Baba, I have a globe, and I have a Shiv Baba's photo. And the screen, what I have on the computer, I have a Satyu. So all Gyan around me. And when boss is saying, Baba is there already in front of me, I am telling Baba, okay, Baba, I think it's a breakfast time. Let's go and have some hot breakfast from inside. And this relaxes you so much that although the person opposite to you shouting at you, there is no impact here. And second effort I started doing, that I have started focusing my director here, and I said, okay, Baba is my boss. Baba is my boss. So definitely, although he is shouting, I love Baba. So it is not getting impacted to me. And Baba is helping me so much in my work also. Sometimes we have some shortage of fun. I have so many experiences that Baba has always helped me, getting that much fun into our company's account. And this not only me, even my team has experienced. So now the situation in the office is such that when they are into problem, they come at my desk, they look at Baba, because my dads, they stand here, they look at Baba, they look at me, and then they say, okay, madam, this is the problem we are having. So can you tell your Baba to resolve? I said, he is not my Baba, he is even yours Baba. And he will listen. And their problems are, they are able to resolve the problems the soon they come to my desk. So what Baba says that you are not doing service, but you are doing service from your face. You are doing service surrounded with your vibrations. And this is, I am really feeling that definitely the supreme power is working. And I mean, in my office also, I have put the Baba's photographs. Secondly, nowadays there is a trend, right? We click a lot of selfies. Every now and then we click selfies. So I always feel when I get, a bit lower feeling or bit the feeling of sadness, I always tell myself, "Arey, you smile, huh? Baba is taking selfie." Because see, whenever we are taking photo, well, how we smile? Just smile, everybody. Please smile. Please smile. Okay, and now you click the photo. And recently, I have started developing the things that how Baba is able to stay without me. I am so much now connected with Baba. Okay, if I go to the shop also, I ask Baba, Baba, this we want to take or not? So every day, whatever karma you are doing, whatever actions you are performing, you perform as if you are performing jointly or combinedly with Baba. You try this, tomorrow, not today, because today will be late by the time we will end up the session. But tomorrow, first thing, you get up, you do the meditation and all what we are doing. And then, if suppose you are having tea or coffee or whatever you are having, you just add Baba. Okay, Baba, let's have tea. Baba, let's have breakfast. Baba, let's do this. How many times you are remembering Baba? Right? How many times you are connecting yourself to Baba? And then you just realize, would Baba will go anywhere? You are all the time holding Baba. So this is the small things we have to do in our life, Then I practice many times, like, the Baba says the drama point. Baba says, if somebody is shouting and you don't want to be there and you want to be just out of that whole scene. So Baba says, no, that this is the Mickey Mouse show. So I immediately start talking, Gary, this is the Mickey Mouse shows is going on. One is a Mickey and one is Mouse. They are fighting and I'm enjoying. Similar way, the drama point, what Baba is teaching us, if you relate to the original drama of worldly drama, right? I mean, definitely before coming to Gyan, everybody must have seen the films or the basically the films, everybody must have seen. We are sitting, we are paying money to enjoy that film. So we are sitting, we are watching the scene. Suddenly the scene will come where hero is right, villain is wrong. Okay, but villain is fighting and villain is fighting and he is creating issues with the hero. Would you get up from this seat and go there and tell the villain that you are wrong and he is right? Would we do? Can we do? No. Because this, we have not authorized to get into that drama. It is just to enjoy. But in real life, because it is a free drama, it is a free story, it is a free entertainment, we go into the drama of others. And then there are a lot of things happens. So what I would suggest, and I invite people, that whenever the things are happening around us, just put a seatbelt of Baba and sit aram se. Don't go into it. Just try to observe. Try to give the mansa shakas, or your vibrations, so that the opposite, both the parties, they arrive at some good solution. So this is the few points I practice in my life. And life is very easy, very beautiful. And what Baba is saying, that Raj Yoga is a Sahaj Yoga, very easy to follow. I hope everybody by now will agree that talking to Baba is very easy. You just hold Baba. Like I have a teddy bear, I'm holding Baba. Just hold. If you have teddy bear, since I stay alone, I have 8 or 10 teddy bears in my house, See, this is another one I can show you also. So everybody who is coming to my house, they ask me, why you are having so many teddy bears in your house. So I tell them, Baba has taught us that whenever you do meditation, you have to do it in Sangathan. Don't do alone. Because if I do alone, I may go to sleep. So what I do, this is one, and this is the other one. So I take them here and I do meditation. So 2 things I am getting out of it. I am enjoying this as a child. And I feel Baba is sitting close to me. And I finally, when I come home after a long hours, I take them also on my, arms, and I ask them, are you okay? And then I ask Baba, have you taken care of this, my kids? So this is all very natural and very easy. Only thing, we have to start using Baba in our daily life. That's all. Don't go into this and that and that and that. No. Be simple. Be the way you are. Hold Baba in your hand. Let Baba not leave you now. You create that bonding with Baba. Instead of we hold Baba, we create the bonding with Baba, that Baba can't stay without me. Can we do that? It's very simple, very simple. Very simple. And like, what you say, like I dance also with Baba. I play good songs. I dance with Baba. Very simple. And Baba says, when you are, when you are not in a good mood, go to the bathroom and dance. This was in Avyakta Murlis. Go to the bathroom and dance. So slowly, this is how I started coming close and close and close to Baba. And it has become now natural, very natural. The time I sit, I get connected to Baba very easily. Because I will start, how are you, Baba, today? How was your day without me? Because we normally ask others, na, how are you? How are you doing? So I come home, the time I enter home, I meet Baba and I say, Baba, how was your day today? All my children were happy, no, with you. Sometime I go out for 8-10 days. I tell Baba, be a security guard of this house because this belongs to you. And make everything very, very pure, very, very peaceful. And every day, these vibrations I am giving, so those who are coming to my house, they feel that this is a center. Because I have a red light, I have a lot of things which whatever I could change, it automatically got converted like in related to Baba's items and all. So the environment has become like that. And lastly, I would just like to, I know I can go more and more and more, but we have to see the time also. To all of you, I just would like to share one small, not story, but it is something like, people who feels that even after listening to Murlis, we are not able to transform. A lot of people feels, right? A lot of Brahmins. So I would like to say a small story that what Murli does and why we should listen to Murli every day. One time in a village, there was a grandpa and his son. They were residing. And grandpa used to, every morning, he used to get up and he used to read big, big books. The younger one was never realizing what grandpa is reading. And then one fine day, when he grew up bit, in maybe the 6 or 7 years old kid, still he saw that his grandpa is 4 o'clock, he is getting up and he is reading something. So one day he took the book and the things what grandpa was reading and he started reading it. So he couldn't understand anything. After a few years later, maybe he was 11 or 12 years, he again started doing the same thing and he couldn't understand what his grandpa was reading. So one fine day he asked grandpa, what you do in the morning, what you are reading? I tried to do that, but I couldn't understand anything. So grandpa smiled and grandpa said, okay, you come with me. So grandpa took him to the storeroom and he gave him the basket. There's a vegetable basket. And in the basket, he put a lot of coal, coal stones, which are black. So black coal stone, he put a lot of black coal stone into the basket. And then he told him that I need water for house. So you take this basket, go to the river, which is nearby our house, and you try to fill the water and come back. Poor chap, he went because he felt scared, like, grandpa has said something very, very exciting. So he ran to the river with the basket full of black coal and he poured that in the water and he came back. But he couldn't get the water. So grandpa said, okay, you have not put the proper effort. So you go very fast and come very fast. He did that also 4 or 5 times, but he couldn't get the water. And then suddenly he realized, oh, grandpa is getting old. You can't hold water in the basket. You need the bucket. And he is telling grandpa that, grandpa, you are getting old. bucket is required to get water from the river. And grandpa said, okay, that is exactly what I wanted to make you understand. I said that much time when you pour the basket into the river, what happened? Basket started getting cleaned. You know, all when we put the black coal, basket was black. And every day when the time he put the basket in the river, what happened? It started cleaning. So the surroundings were cleaned. So whatever the blackish was there, particles, that all started cleaning up. So what Murli is doing? What Murli is doing? Cleaning our soul, which are with lot of black spots of 5 vices. You know, lot of black spot to looking others' bad point, lot of black points, you know, to remember, to hold back something. So every time we read the Murli, we are putting this basket which is full of black coal into the river, and then when we are coming out with our original virtues, which is within. So that much time you read Murli, you are cleaning yourself with whatever black spots you are having. And that's why Dadi Janki reads Murli 6 to 7 to 8 times in a day. How they have become like, you know, I mean, the time you see Dadi Janki, Dadi Gulzarji, you get connected. Because they have purified their feelings. They have purified themselves so much with the deep realization and deep going into the river of Murli. And it is possible. Is it possible? Is it possible? Possible. This is a very simple things in life. So I hope what I have shared today, some of the tips, what I have shared, you will be able to take on to your life, and you will be able to hold Baba like me. You know, there are a lot of people tell me, Kya, Baba is only yours? I said, even yours. You hold him. What you feel, Baba is one or many? One Baba for everyone. One Baba, 1-to-1 ratio it is. You know, Baba is 1-to-1 ratio. The more strong relation you have, Baba will be yours. Even in our life also, you know, the strong you hold someone, you have a very good relationships. So why we are waiting? Create a good relationship with Baba. Good experience with Baba. Make Baba as your companion. Make Baba as your lover. Make Baba your Valentine. Don't think that I am married and all and all and all. No. You are married. That has gone. You have taken a new birth now. When you came to Ishwarya Parivar, when you started knowing Baba, right? You have taken new birth. So the sisters who I am able to see here, although they are married, but it is a new birth. You get again married to Baba. But that doesn't mean you leave your, husband who is there already. But you can do second marriage. And why I am saying this? Because if you see, this is the last point I will share, and then I will complete. Like, you know, if you say the worldly couple, what they do, they hold each other's hands, like, they two are always holding each other's hand. Correct? If you see Lakshmi Narayan photos, do they have holded each other's hand like that? No. Because Lakshmi is complete, Narayan is complete. They both have complete identity. They both have that solar 16 degrees in them. In worldly husband and wife, some degrees are with men, some are with women. And that's why you have to hold each other's to have a complete couple. Not in Satyug. And Baba is going to make you deity, not feeling Devi. Deity, goddess, with 16 degrees. And with your face, with your character, people are going to have the same blessings what they get in temple. Right? Right? Right. So never wait. The time you go out, whomever you see, give Shubhkamna. Okay, today his days goes good. Today he gets what he wants. Free mein hai na, we have to, this is free. We are not giving anything from the pocket. We are giving everything from the pocket of Baba, who is just here. Okay, so let's again feel these vibrations of Baba. I am a peaceful soul. I am a powerful soul. I am so lucky in this drama. Baba has selected me. I am elected by Baba. Baba is making me 16-degree Lakshmi Narayan. Baba is mine and I am Baba's. This is my new birth, new journey with Baba. We say, no, okay, men or women can fall in love only once. Some people say that, but that is true. Unconditional love, only one person can give, and that is Baba. Baba, Baba, and Baba. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you very much, Neha Ben. It's really beautiful. It's very unique. Thank you for sharing all the tips that will definitely help us.
Yeah, one point actually I missed that I shared about the class where, I went first time and I had to take Murli. The same place, I am the instrument. I have opened the class for Baba. And that was a time when Baba, the person who had given the flat wanted back. And Baba touched me and I took a flat there, 1300 square feet. And now 100 people are attending the class there. And there is a magic. Baba is doing magic there also. Lot of people, there's Marwadis, they are very conservative community. So that one lady is coming there. She doesn't know anything, writing, reading, nothing. But still, she started coming to Baba. And 3:30, 4 o'clock, somebody is waking her up and says, okay, you write. And in 6 months, she started writing, she started reading, and now she takes care of the center. And
Wow.
second experience is there was one couple who came and they were very depressed and they came to the center. And then sister, though she is staying there, she said, okay, thode time aap yahan baitho, you sit here in Baba's room. And the time they went inside and then they saw Baba, the Brahma Baba, they said, Arey, this white fellow only sent us here. Because they could feel that somebody is directing you, go here. And when I met, when I met Dadi, some Dadi, I think Dadi Janki, and that time she had said, like when Gulzar Dadi once went at this place where the center is located, what I am instrument, and Dadi said, this place will become a very good place for tourists and they will come here and lot of people will take Gyan from here. And that was very long back when even I was not even Brahma Kumari. So like I said, okay, what was my purpose? So Baba only knows better. And everything is possible with Baba, I feel. And when I get disturbed, when I have to take some decision, I prepare two chittis, two chits. One, I write, this is Baba, should I do this? Or Baba, should I do this? If there are 4 options, you prepare 4 chits. And you put everything in front of Baba. And pick up one, that is the answer from Baba. But you have to be 100% confident that Baba will never do anything wrong with me. And what Baba answers, that is the final. And I have always experienced this. So these are the small tips, you can use it. Okay, Om Shanti.